Right, welcome back. Welcome back. I've only been away for about under an hour. So today, this afternoon, 3 o'clock, I'm doing the Stoke City versus Birmingham City match. It's my first championship live stream of the weekend, which is nice. So Stoke City versus Birmingham City live on here. So I'm going for. Well, I mean, Birmingham have been unbeaten so far. So I'm going for Birmingham 2-1 win. So I'm going for Birmingham 2-1 win. Yep. No, this is actually the game. It's Stoke versus Birmingham. I'm doing it 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's just kicked off now. Yeah, it's Stoke versus Birmingham. So it's actual the game today. So for Stoke in goal is Davies, Chester, Suter, Fox, Smith, Obby, Clutus, Timon, Oakley, Booth, Gregory, and Fletcher. Subs: Butland, Bath, McLean, Brown, Powell, Campbell, Thompson. For Birmingham is Etheridge, Colin, Dean, Friend, Pedersen, Shunchik, Clayton, Sanchez, Torrell, Bella, Jukovic. Subs for Birmingham is Prieto, Roberts, Crowley, Hogan, Gardner, Dickus, Cogley, Boyd, Muntz. So I'm going for a Birmingham 2-1 win. It's just because they've got a brilliant manager, Aitor Karanka. He's defensively minded, so they don't concede many goals. And I think we'll score for Birmingham will be. I think score for Birmingham today will be Bella in Jukovic. I think Jukovic will definitely score. He's such a good striker for Birmingham over the past couple of years in the championship for Birmingham. So I think he will get a goal today. He's a very dangerous player. When he gets the ball, he can finish very well. So I'm going for 2-1 win to Birmingham. To score is Jukovic to score and Bella to score for Birmingham. And for Stoke City, I'm going for James Gregory to score. Yeah, James Gregory to score. I mean, actually, Stoke City had a pretty impressive win last week against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup away. So actually, it's going to be quite a tight game, I think, today. Tight game, but yeah, I'm still going for a Birmingham 2-1 win. They don't concede many goals. They don't concede many goals because Aitor Karanka is a defensively minded manager. So it's kicked off 1 minute in, 3 minutes in. Hope you're keeping all well. I'm doing another live after this. Tottenham and Spurs versus Manchester United. The big game today. Going to be a good game. I'm going for United win. Actually, I'm going for United win. They were pretty impressive in the Carabao Cup midweek, so I'm going for a 2-0 win to Manchester United. Rashford and Greenwood to score the goals. Yeah, so I'm going to Manchester United win. But at the minute, we've got Stoke versus Birmingham in the Championship. So at the minute, Birmingham have been dominating with possession, with 68 possession. They've been dominating. At the minute, they've dominated possession, but it's early stages yet. I mean, I did the West Ham stream earlier. I mean, I did the West Ham and Leicester game at lunchtime, and West Ham, were unbelievable. They were unbelievable against Leicester City. Really good performance from them. Really good. So yeah, I'm hoping for a good game today. Good game between Birmingham and Stoke. It's no shot. It's still 0-0. 4 minutes. 4 minutes in. That's That's the result so far. 0-0. 0-0. So yeah, I hope it's a good game. So Brentford in the earlier result of the championship, Brentford won 2-0. They beat Preston 2-0. Who scored the goals? Goals. I don't know who scored actually, but Brentford did win 2-0, so good result for Brentford. Good result. Let's see. Stoke have got a goal kick 5 minutes in. So after this, I'm doing the Tottenham versus United game. So I'll be back and ready to do another live. And then I'm doing Liverpool and Aston Villa this evening. I reckon Liverpool beat Aston Villa at Anfield. Yeah, I think Liverpool have got a good, such a good team, and I think they'll boss the game tonight, and I think they'll have the quality, and I think they'll score a lot of goals tonight. So, but you never know, because Villa are unbeaten at the minute, so you never know. But surely Liverpool will win tonight, surely. So Birmingham are in possession with Ivan Sanchez. 6 minutes in, Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Stoke have won possession with Tommy Smith, and they're on the attack. And then Sunshek with a good tackle in possession. Adam Clayton for Birmingham to Pedersen, back to Pedersen. It's 6 minutes in. But yeah, so it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0 at the Bet365 Stadium. It's been quite even at the minute, with possession, but Stoke have got the ball in the dangerous attack. Lee Gregory outside the box. So Morgan Fox with the ball for Stoke City. They're on the attack, dangerous attack. Stoke City on the right hand side, well won by Birmingham City. In possession is Maximum Collin for Birmingham. George Friend with the ball for Birmingham. It's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. I think Birmingham have had a really good start the season. I haven't conceded many goals, but that's out of Karanka for you. He went the goals Middlesbrough, so you know it's what he does. It's what he likes. He likes keeping clean sheets. I took Karanka. In Birmingham got a very good manager, so yeah. It's still Birmingham 0, Stoke City 0. Birmingham with possession in their own half. Dangerous attack to Birmingham with Lucas Jukovic. I predicted Birmingham to win 2-1. I'll let you try and see it. See it? It's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. So I predicted 2-1 Birmingham. To be honest, Stoke City at home are quite difficult to beat. They've got a good manager, but fortunately, they're still in the championship. I mean, last season and the year before, I thought when they came down into the championship, I really thought they would come straight back up, but they had a poor season. Really poor season. And really unexpected because people expected Stoke to be up there in the first season, to be up there, but you know, it's a difficult league, and I suppose it's weird when you come from playing in one of the best leagues in the world, from then playing in the championship. So you know, but I hope Stoke do well this season. I mean, they're a big club, Premier League club, and they're a massive club. So I really hope they do well and come up this season. Wolves are beating Fulham 1-0. 55 minutes in, Raul Jimenez scored the man for Wolves. So possession, Birmingham have had most of the possession at the minute, mostly dangerous attacks, and most are just normal attacks with 18. So, Birmingham at the minute have had most of the play, but it's only early stages yet. But it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. But yeah, Arsenal is still 0-0 against Sheffield United. So, but yeah, I think Birmingham will have a good season this year. I think they'll really, really improve from last season. I think Birmingham might even get in the top 6. I know they're not one of the teams that people say, oh, they're going to get in the top 6 and be there this season. But I think they will. I think Birmingham will be in there this season because Birmingham are a fantastic club, really big club, and I hope they do well. I mean, they've got a fantastic manager, Aitor Karanka. Fantastic manager. He's been there and done it for Borough. The clubs. I mean, he got Borough out of the Championship when he was there that year. So he's done it. He's been there and done it. So I hope Birmingham don't drift down the league in the second half of the season, because they've got a brilliant squad. Got Jukovic, who bangs in the goals. He's a brilliant striker, so underrated. But he's brilliant striker, Jukovic, really good. So yeah, it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. So yeah, I just thought I would do this, my first Championship live game on here. 12 minutes in, it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Sorry if the connection's bad. I've got bad connection in here. Like and subscribe and put any predictions on the comments below. Stoke got possession at the minute in their own half with Harry Sota. Birmingham have won it and they're on the attack. So it's been quite even. So if you just come on, it's Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. It's 12 minutes played. It's been pretty even, to be fair. But I predicted 2-0 Birmingham. I said Jukovic and Bella to score for Birmingham, and Stoke City, I said, what did I say? I said Nick Powell for Stoke City. Nick Powell. No, sorry, Lee Gregory. It was Lee Gregory. I said who would score. So let's hope my predictions right this time, because my predictions have been all right until second half. I've gone down to pan. But yeah, I'll be doing the Man United and Tottenham game at 4:30. Then I'll be doing the Liverpool and Aston Villa game. So yeah, I'm pretty busy today. Pretty busy. It's still 0-0 Stoke. Stoke 0, Birmingham 0. 15 minutes in. Not much happening really. Quite evenly possessioned. So yeah, I'll keep you informed. I'll keep you updated what's going on. Yeah. I really, 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 really feel that Stoke will, I know they've had a rocky start this season, but I think as the games go on, I think they will become stronger, and I think they will be up there this season. I hope they are, because they are a massive club, and to be not up there is quite disappointing for Stoke fans, but because the expectation's always been high for them to do well, and obviously they haven't done well past couple of seasons in the Championship, but I really hope Stoke City do well and get in the playoffs. You never know, might even win the league. I don't think they'll win it, but I think they might get playoffs, But everyone in that first season, when Stoke came down, from the Premier League that season. Everyone thought Stoke would win the league, but it just obviously from coming from the Premier League to Championship, it's a very different different style of football teams play. It's all different atmosphere. It's all different. It's very different to the Premier League. So that first season, they probably got used to it, and and then. But I think this season they've spent a couple of years in there now, so they know the Championship really well. So I think Stoke will do well this season. I think they really will do well. So yeah, I hope the two clubs do well, Birmingham and Stoke. I mean, two massive clubs, been there in the Premier won big things. So yeah, I hope goes well for them this season. I'll be doing a couple more Championship live games, this season. So at least one or two, at least. And some League One as well. Sunderland, if Sunderland play, I'll do a League One as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep it balanced. Do some Premier League, do some Championship, and do some League One, and maybe League Two if I'm really thingy. But yeah, it's still Stoke 0, Birmingham 0. Reaching the 20th minute mark, Birmingham got possession in a defensive half with Ivan Sanchez in his half. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much going on really. It's still 0-0. Not much going on. But yeah, I'll be doing Liverpool. No, sorry, that's later. But I'll be doing the Man United and Top straight after this, really, 4:30, and then yeah. But yeah, I hope there's goals in this game. Hope there's goals. Two brilliant sides.
I'm not doing England. I'm not doing an England watch long. All in the box. Mistake, well defended. I think that was George Friend.
England. I mean, Birmingham have signed a really good striker from Birmingham have signed a really good defender from Middlesbrough called George Friend. He's got so much experience. He's played in the Premier League. He's been with Borough for so many years. And I think for Birmingham to sign George Friend is a really, really good signing. Really, really good signing for Birmingham. Yeah, really good signing. So they'll be pleased with that signing. And
I'm going to go for 2 out of 10.
Yeah?
2-1 Blues, mate.
I said 2-1 Blue. I said 2-1 to the Blues against Stoke. I said Jukovic and Bella to score.
Potentially the football season being cancelled or suspended for months on end.
Yeah. It's reaching 20 minutes into the game.
This season will not be.
It's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0.
I know.
Stoke City have got possession in the wrong defensive half.
Got Instagram, mate. What is the point of all these lockdowns? It's basically like the flu. It's going to be here. No, in the summer it fades away and then it comes back. I'm not following a second lockdown. I mean, if we have a second lockdown, who even follows lockdown? Like, let's be honest. Keep watching TV, mate.
Yeah, I hope. Also, for Stoke City, they signed a really good player as well called Morgan Fox from. I think he was from Nottingham Forest, but he's a really good player. Really good player for Stoke, and he's been there and done it as well.
He's good for
He did well for Nottingham Forest for many years. Yeah. He's experienced on both sides. So, shot off target for Stoke, just went past the post. So Stoke City have had a shot on goal, but it was off target. So it's still nearly the 20 minutes in. Possession with Stoke again. They're really Stoke City are really having loads of the ball at the minute. Really dictating the play at the minute. So yeah.
That was pretty random, but yeah. No way. Oh my god, I thought that was going to go in. Then. Yeah, Boris Johnson is just a clown, really. Did Ebridge save that? Ebridge saved a shot.
As well, when Birmingham signed Neil Etheridge from Cardiff City, I thought that was a really, really, really good signing to replace Jack Butland, because Jack Butland for Stoke, he's a good keeper and he's been in there for England before, but he made so many mistakes for Stoke. He had so many poor games, and
yeah, might as well.
no, sorry, I'm talking about the wrong team. But Birmingham signed Etheridge from Cardiff, a really good goalkeeper. Been in the Premier League for so many years. He's a really, really good goalkeeper, and I think Cardiff have got a really good goalkeeper. I really highly rate him. Yeah, highly rate him a lot. Neil Etheridge, really do. But yeah, so yeah. Also, again, Nottingham Forest signed James Chester from Aston Villa. Is so experienced, was with Aston Villa so many years, playing the Premier League for Aston Villa and for Hull City, and he's come to Stoke City, and I think that's a really good signing for Stoke to have that experience in the squad, for Stoke. So yeah, James Chester has done it. He's been there for Hull in the Premier League. He's played in the Premier League for Hull, for Aston Villa. He's been and done it. He's won trophies. And he's come to Stoke, and it's a brilliant signing for Stoke City. Brilliant signing. So yeah, a lot of experience on both sides. A lot of experience. A lot of players that have been there and done it for other teams. Got loads of experience. Yeah. So it's like Sam Clucas as well for Stoke City again. Used to play for Hull City, and he's been there and done it for Hull. Playing the Premier League, for internationals, for Euros. He's been playing in, and he's come to Stoke. And again, really experienced player. Really highly rate Sam Clucas. Really, really high. Really, really highly rate him. But it's still 0-0. 22 minutes in. 22 minutes in. Yeah. I might be ending this a bit earlier because I've got to get to the Tottenham and Man U game. About 10 minutes early. Won't be like some ridiculous amount, but it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Birmingham got possession in their own half, reaching the 25-minute mark. Stoke have had the better play. They've won the ball more often. They've passed it around nicely. Yeah. So.
Hopefully, yeah. When does the transfer window close? Because
the transfer window closes on the 16th of October. I think it's the 16th of October that it closes. Not this week, but next week.
Closes tomorrow.
I thought does the transfer window close tomorrow, or is it 2 weeks' time? Or is it tomorrow? I'm sure.
That means Manchester United are not going to get a Jadon Sancho unless they pull off.
I'm sure that it closes the 16th of October. I could be wrong. But I heard that somewhere that it closes the 16th of October. So yeah, it's still Stoke City 0, but hi. Still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Goal kick to Birmingham in the first half. Still 0-0. Just gonna get a drink. Just gonna get a drink. Still 0-0.
The money's right. Manchester United paid. Apparently, so could come into the game, which I don't really like.
Yeah.
Too much space. Look at the amount of space on the left. They've got. They're left. Too much space. Hopefully he's been looking at the cross, but we're getting too much space. First 15 minutes was brilliant, but now that starting to get into the game, had a chance. Well, yeah, Borussia Dortmund, they don't really need the money, do they? So, you know. Wait, is that Paul? Wait. The Stoke manager's Paul Lambert. Is that Paul Lambert or? I don't think that's Paul Lambert, I don't know.
I'm back. It's still.
You just lack something up front, don't you?
My phone's not working.
Oh, O'Neill, Google. Do you really think so? Would
It's
he
still
be
0-0.
Well, Pedersen's done well to keep that in. Bella. Go on. Yeah. Oh,
25 minutes in, it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0.
Jukovic was offside there. I thought
Yeah,
he took a
hope my prediction's right. I predicted 2-0 Birmingham. Jukovic to score and Bella, and then for Stoke I said Lee Gregory
I think I've been one.
for Stoke.
I can't remember.
But Stoke have a throw in on this left hand side.
Stoke just
Attack for Stoke City.
Oh.
Dangerous attack. Dangerous free kick to Stoke. Stoke got a free kick on the edge of the box.
I haven't been to KFC. I've ordered off KFC. I've ordered online, but I've never been to the actual. And I was too busy showing the replay, like offside. Stoke nearly went up the other end and had a good jump.
Still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0.
I ordered online. I didn't actually go to the
Hope some goals.
Yeah, I
don't want it to be 0-0. But you know, it's always going to be tough. It's always going to be a tough game when teams go to Bet365 Stadium. It's always going to be tough to play Stoke away. Always going to be tough. So yeah, it's going to be tough for Birmingham, I think. Shot off target for Stoke. Stoke are applying the pressure on now. Really are playing very well. Playing well. Stoke corner. Mounting the pressure now. They are mounting the pressure now.
What is so open for on the wings? You guys recognise that they've got too much space on the wing. Now they've got another chance.
So Stoke City are playing really well at the minute. Playing really well.
Is our unbeaten run going to come to an end? I don't know. We need to start defending.
I mean, I think Birmingham's unbeaten runs. They've done well to win or to be unbeaten at the minute, but I just don't know. I mean, playing Stoke away is tough. It's a tough fixture. I mean, Birmingham don't concede many goals, so you never know what's going to happen.
Did that just smash the woodwork? Wow. Did that corner just? I don't know. It didn't really happen. These knives only, maybe. Hang on, did that? Oh my god, that hit the bar. That hit the bar. What a free kick that would have been. These knives only.
Still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Reaching the half-an-hour point.
Let off there, massive.
Stoke City have had most of the play, really. Most of the attacks. Got into good positions. Birmingham have been expanse on the wings.
Getting the ball. Oh my days. You need to get a grip of this game. You need to move the ball faster.
I mean, Stoke City's manager, Michael O'Neill, he's really good. I really like him. Really good manager. I think he loves.
Having too much space.
I think Michael O'Neill, he loves Stoke, and he's passionate about. He's very passionate about the club, and that's why I think that's what you need to have a manager who's passionate, who cares about the club, and he wants to do well.
Oh yeah, that person was a troll though. I mean.
So, yeah. Still 0-0.
I'm a massive fan of eating petrol.
Still 0-0.
You can't eat petrol. That's embarrassing. Drinking petrol, mate. So, yeah. Eating petrol. We can't score.
The reason why Birmingham can't score is the two defensively minded.
What is it?
He's not attacking. See, Aitor Kranka is not an attacking minded manager. He's more of a defensive. He likes his defensive side of the game. He likes to keep clean sheets. He's not an attacking minded manager. He likes to keep sheets. He's not bothered about if they score loads of goals. He just likes to keep clean sheets. It's like when he was a manager for Middlesbrough. When he was manager, he just liked. I mean, Borough didn't have Borough didn't score a lot of goals in the Championship
God,
because
this is-
he's defensive mind. He's not attacking.
and done better.
Didn't score a lot of goals.
No bell again.
Didn't score a lot of goals. Like the lowest something. The lowest ranked goal scorers in the whole of the league. But they conceded less. Conceded less goals in the whole.
Game against, I mean, the Brentford game as well. Whether you like it or not, Wolves lucky to win that and was lucky to get a point against Swansea. But we did play well. But in this game, we're getting opened up too much. Yeah, and it's going to cost us soon.
Yeah, it's Birmingham. We're not playing too well at the minute. Stoke having all the play, all the possession.
Season, so,
I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but you know,
0-0. I mean,
they've really have
hold out.
put Birmingham under pressure at the back.
To spoon.
Arsenal are 2-0 up against Sheffield United.
What's the Arsenal score? Any updates on that? Well,
2-0 Arsenal against Sheffield United.
You know, we're pushing. I like the way we're pressing when they're trying to play at the back, but you can't always do it, can you? Because you get exposed.
Preston have beaten Brentford 3-2. They've turned it around.
2-0.
3-2 Preston against Brentford. Turned it around. They were 2-0 down. And Preston scored 3 goals in the second half.
Create a chance, can we?
Gosh, I'm surprised.
I don't know.
I mean, at home against Brentford, and Preston scored 3 goals in the second half. Gosh. Gosh. Rangers beating Ross County. Real Madrid are winning.
Hit him on the break.
So yeah.
That way, you know. But
it's Preston have beaten Brentford 4-2. Fourth. Preston have just scored a fourth against Brentford, and they were getting beat 2-0 at half time as well. So they scored 4 goals in the second half. Gosh, really surprised about that. Especially after the win against after the good result in midweek in the cup, and they've getting beat 4-2. Really surprised. But anyway, Stoke still 0-0.
See, what was that from Bella? We can't hold on to the ball. So frustrating, this is. Yeah, I know we're not losing, but still. We can't even. Have we even. No, we haven't even scored a goal from open play this season. Yeah, that's creepy how you literally just put that the second I said it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Stoke City have had all the play though, most of the chances created. I mean, Birmingham haven't scored from open play this season, and that tells you why, because they are defensively. Karanka's defensively minded. He doesn't. Every team he goes to, you know that if he manages a team, they're not going to score loads of goals. They're not going to score loads of goals, and Birmingham haven't scored from open play this season. So it's quite worrying actually. But they're not conceding goals, which is good because that's good.
Games under Karanka, but we're hardly attacking at times.
He's very defensively minded, I talk Karanka, which okay, but sometimes you need to be attacking minded as well. In games you need to score goals, because if other teams score and you haven't scored not goals this season, then it's worrying, isn't it? It's really worrying. But
I think Jukovic is good at holding the ball.
That's what he is. So
yeah,
you know.
Can Neko? I don't think Neko can do that. That was someone really underrated, wasn't he? I don't know why Harry Redknapp let him go. That's not mentioning Harry Redknapp is a clown.
So it's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Meechin.
Well, I'm playing better. Oh.
34-minute mark, nearly half time. Stoke City played quite decent. Birmingham really attacked that much. Also, Stoke City got John McKell as well. He's been there. He's done leagues for Chelsea. He's played for Borough and got promoted with them. He's played in the Nigeria international squad. He's so experienced,
This was the
so
type of football that
experienced.
Gareth was sacked
And
for.
that's a
He was
really
sacked for
good
playing
signing for
defensive
Stoke
football.
City. Really good player to have in the squad for
Yeah,
Stoke.
true. Hello, Gizmo.
Really
I'm not sure if you've
experienced.
liked it, if you haven't already, but
Really
my Wi-Fi is
experienced.
automated. I know.
He's like a Wayne Rooney.
It doesn't make any sense.
Really
like,
like a Wayne Rooney. John McKell. Really
I
experienced.
don't know.
Really good player as well.
He
Always
must be
liked
the
him
only team in
when he
the
was at
division,
Chelsea.
apart
Really
from
liked him when he was
Wigan.
at Chelsea. When he played for
I'm not surprised by
Nigeria.
that.
He's a very good player. Very good player. So a lot of experience in these two squads. A lot of experience and a lot of good players that have been there and done it. Neil Everidge won the playoffs for Cardiff and stuff. So he's also done like great things for his former club.
I don't know.
So yeah.
We need Joe Bryan. Yeah.
Tommy Smith as well. See, another Tommy Smith is for Birmingham. They've signed Tommy Smith. He's been there and done it. Went to Huddersfield, won the championship, got to the Premier League. He's played in the Premier League for a year. He's been there and done it. Experience, a lot of experience. There's a lot of experience in these two teams. A lot of experience. That's why it's tight. Because there's so many good players in these two teams. Still 0-0, Stoke 0, Birmingham 0.
Yeah, I probably will.
It's like Adam Clayton for Birmingham again. Saying it, Adam Clayton just played for Middlesbrough, won the championship for Middlesbrough, played in the Premier League for a number of years. Quality play experience, so yeah. But Stoke City have played really well at this first half. Really well. It's still Stoke City and Birmingham 0. Nearly 40 minutes played. I think Stoke City have had most of the possession, most of the play, most of the good opportunities. Yeah, that Everidge just made a good save. Stoke City at the post a couple of times. So yeah. It's only half time.
Right? You were saying under Cranky you'll be playing boring football. But I would definitely take boring football over losing.
I mean, if Birmingham get a point against Stoke, that's a really good result, especially at the Bet365 Stadium. Really good result. If Birmingham can get a draw, I mean, again, it's not. I mean, another clean. It's good though because it'll be another clean sheet in a point. Still unbeaten, so you're still good.
Yeah, true, mate. Worst manager. Now, Lee Clark, look at the shit he had to work with.
It's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0.
His record was atrocious.
And also, you know what's funny? Stoke City signed Stephen Fletcher from Sheffield Wednesday again. Been there, done it for Sunderland, playing the Premier League for a number of years. He's played internationals. He's an all-round quality striker, and that for Stoke, that's a brilliant signing because he's scored a number of goals for Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship. He's an all-round top-class goal scorer. He'll always be a top-class goal scorer. If he gets in the box, he'll score a header. He'll score. Cross it in. He'll get there and he'll head it in the back of the net. So it's a good signing for Stoke. Really good signing. Actually, forgot about him. I didn't even know he played for Stoke. Actually, I would have put him to score for Stoke. Stephen Fletcher, still Lee Gregory. But I did say Lee Gregory to score for Stoke. To be fair, because he's a good striker as well. Lee Gregory, good striker.
Who would you have on the left then? Can Ivan Sanchez play on the left? I don't know what's happened to the left. Oh, we're always offside, man. Always offside. No, quite sure was worse, at least. Yeah, it doesn't.
Still fun. It's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. John McKell possession, pass it to Morgan Fox, back to John McKell in their half. Stoke City's half. To John McKell on the left-hand side, to Josh Tyman. Sam Klukas, good interception from Christian Pedersen. Do you know what, Christian Pedersen? He's a really good defender. He's really underrated. Like last season, he kept Birmingham in so many games. He's really good. He's
Definitely
comfortable
poor
on the
first
ball.
half. We started off
He's
well first.
he
15 minutes
wins
or so.
his tackles. He's just a really good all-round defender. Really good defender. Free kick Birmingham in their half, reaching the 40-minute mark. Nearly half time. 5 minutes till half
Enjoyable to
time.
watch under Zola.
But yeah, I think Stoke City have had most of the
Oh, come on.
good play, most of the good chances created. So yeah.
Oh, I tried to take on too many players. Why? Why don't you just play play the ball? They were playing in that green away kit.
Still
Yeah,
0-0.
first like 5 games and then it just went to pot.
20 minutes in.
But then they're out from George Bank. Yeah, I doubt many people will buy it. I said free kick to Blues.
I really think George Friend is such a good signing for
Oh.
Birmingham. Such a good signing.
We're in 8th
He was
place,
captain
yeah.
for Middlesbrough so many years. He led them to win the Championship, to go in the Premier League. He's an all-round leader. He's a really good pro. Really good pro. He knows the game well. He knows the game well.
This thing got stopped there. That's banter. This game's been banter, really. Yeah. We're literally just hoofing it. We have a goal kick. We try and hoof it up and find Jukovic. He doesn't find him. Bella loses the ball. Who's down? Wait, is he down or just doing his nicest of I don't know.
It's still 0-0.
Oh, what was that? What was that? Sheffield United scored. Interesting how long left? No,
Arsenal
that's their
winning
first goal.
2-1. Saka scored the first goal for Arsenal. Then Pepe scored in 64, so it was 2 goals in 3 minutes. And then Sheffield United have just scored. McGoldrick,
Yeah.
83 minutes.
It really is depressing watching this.
But I think Birmingham have been very impressive in this first half. I think Stoke City have played really well. Really well, but it's still 0-0, so all the second half yet. All the second half yet.
Look it up, guys. Look on the stats. Have we actually? I can't remember us having a shot on.
Birmingham haven't even been in the. I don't think Birmingham have even been in Stoke's box because Stoke have been well organised.
You could be defensive.
Won the ball quickly, attacked Birmingham's defence, and had shots on goal, some good saves from the Birmingham keeper, but
pretty much
Birmingham haven't really been in the game. It's all been Stoke. It's all been Stoke, but that means nothing. Still 0-0.
There's no rhythm, is there? There's no.
Still 0-0. Still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. Reaching the half time. Stoke City have had the better of the play, but it's still 0-0. My prediction was 2-1 to Birmingham at the start, but Stoke City have made it tough for Birmingham in this first half.
Yeah.
Stoke City, it's always they've just had so many attacks, good attacks as well.
This would be a die. I did go for 2-1 Blues, but does anyone else think we're playing great? He's surely got to be joking. He can't be serious. Oh my days! Lose the ball again.
Birmingham just can't keep possession. They get the ball, and then Stoke City just keep winning it all the time. All the time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. As if actually went across to score 2 goals.
But it's nearly half time now.
I went to the bookies like 2-1.
Still 0-0.
Laughing my face.
No goals scored yet. Hopefully in the second half there'll be some goals scored.
Don't even know who he is, mate.
But Stoke City have definitely played better than Birmingham in this first half. Free kick Stoke in the half.
The boredom of watching this game is immense. Massive fan of how you can change up. Yeah, that is definitely a good addition, isn't it? Why is George Friend high at the pitch?
Yeah, so
I'm actually
been,
dead. Like, what is George
it's
Friend
been quite a
doing?
boring first
Out on
half,
the
really.
pitch?
Still got most of the play. Birmingham just
give the ball
not
away
being
again.
great at all. But they
No,
haven't conceded, so, you
It's
know.
probably even worse than the game last season in terms of how we're playing. Yeah, I know it was 2-0 down on half time, but this is a dragon, isn't it? Look at one ball and skill foul for that.
Thrown to Stoke.
That wasn't. I don't think that was a foul. But yeah, at half time, I'm going to be having a break. I fucking need a break. You pay £10 to watch. You pay £10 to watch as part of the bus, basically.
Because that's all. This was frustrating. I feel so frustrated. I feel so bad for Birmingham fans. It must be so frustrating that they haven't scored from open play yet. But then they was happy because they haven't conceded a goal. But they just seem like they don't want to score. They just want to keep a clean sheet. They're not bothered about getting it in the box and having a shot and trying to score. They just want to.
You could just give the ball away.
They just want to defend. They just want to keep a clean sheet. They're not bothered about any goals to score or if they have a shot away and try to play a nice type of football. It's just like parking the bus. They're just basically parking the bus in the first half from start to finish. It must be annoying for the Birmingham fans. It really must. I feel sorry for them. I do.
Exactly.
Really feel sorry. It's half time. Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. It's been a pretty poor first half. Birmingham have been pretty poor, but Stoke have had most of the play. All the play. In Birmingham just basically just parked the bus in all the first half. Just not bothering to attack or try to score. Just being boring, so.
This is the last section of the first half. I don't know how long it's been added on. Yeah, he is fit. He come on against Rotherham, didn't he? He's just played. He's coming off the bench. Coming off the bench, so half time. It's not half time, mate. Oh my days, how's that not gone in? Anyway, guys, I'm having a break. See you soon.
I'm back. It's still Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0. It's half time at the Bet365 Stadium. I mean, Stoke City have had the better of the play. I mean, every time Birmingham have had the ball, they've lost it, given possession away. Stoke City have come at them, had some shots on goal. One good save from Neil Etheridge, but Birmingham don't look like they want to score. Just don't look like they want to score. They just want to keep a clean sheet. They're not bothered if they don't have any shots, if they don't try and get the ball and have an attack. They just want to keep a clean sheet. They're not bothered about goals scored. Like, they're not bothered about how many goals they score in a season. He's just bothered about defending. And it must be so frustrating for the Birmingham fans. It really must be so frustrating. Yeah, so hopefully in the second half there'll be some goals. In the second half. But yeah, I'm just gonna charge my laptop because it's like not dead, but it needs charging. But it's not to second half yet, so I'm just gonna put it here for now. But yeah, it's been pretty poor. I mean, I just feel so bad for Birmingham fans. I really do. Really feel sorry for them. Like, they've just been parking the bus since the first whistle till the last in the first half. They're just, all the players just don't seem like they want to get any attacking. Like, they just seem like the players for Birmingham don't seem like they want to score and get the ball up and try and get a shot on goal. They just don't seem like they want to. They just want to defend and make sure they don't concede a goal, which is, positive. But then you need to go and attack and want to score. You can't just park the bus every game and just want a clean sheet and don't concede a goal. It must be so frustrating for the Birmingham fans, so frustrating. But yeah, Stoke City have had most of the play, most of the possession, most of the shots, played really well. But second half, yeah, see if there's going to be goals in it. So I'll be back at 4:30, so I'll be ending the stream a bit early, so I can do the Tottenham and Man U game. So yeah, or I might just do the Liverpool and Aston Villa later. I don't know. Don't know how I feel. Don't know how I feel yet, but it's half time, so yeah. Oh. It's around about it's 10-2 now, so 10 more minutes, and then it'll be the second half. Prediction start was 2-1 to Birmingham, but they haven't played great Birmingham, so my prediction might be wrong. I think Stoke might win in the second half. They played really well in that first half. Look like they're going to score. Birmingham don't look like they're going to score, and I don't think they will score in this game because all they want to do is defend and make sure they don't concede a goal. There's no attacking minded in that team. It's just all defend. They just want to defend, defend, defend. So I think Stoke will score in the second half. I think they will score in the second half. So yeah, good team Stoke. Got a lot of experience in the side. So was Birmingham. So was Birmingham as well. But Stoke have got a really good side. A lot of experience, a lot of quality. Plays in that team and on the bench. So was Birmingham. So two evenly matched sides, just not really being exciting that first half. It's like kind of dragged, really. So yeah, but you never know. So yeah, put your predictions on the comments below and whatever you want to put down. So yeah. So yeah, just wait until the second half starts now. Got 5 more minutes. I'll put some music on just to. So, if you don't know, half time it's Stoke City 0, Birmingham 0 at Bet365 in the Championship. It's not been a great first half. I mean, Stoke City have had most of the play, most of the possession, most of the shots, but Birmingham look really poor. Just got nothing up front. Don't seem to want to attack, and they just want to defend. So, I think Stoke will score in the second half. Well, it might just be a 0-0 to be fair, because Birmingham just seem like they're going to park the bus. And they've been like that since in the early stages of the first half. So, yeah. just gonna go to the toilet. Hi, I'm back. It's still half time. I might be leaving maybe 5 minutes time because it's the big game, Tottenham versus Manchester United at 4:30. So I might have to leave this game, unfortunately. But to be fair, it hasn't been the best of games at the minute, first half. So I don't think there've been many goals in it. To be fair, Birmingham just like they want to defend and keep a clean sheet. That's what they're aiming for, and I think it'll be a 0-0. 0-0. So I might stay for like 5 more minutes, but I might have to go. But it's the second half in around about 2 minutes time. So yeah, I'm just charging my laptop on. That's why I'm on the floor. So I'm ready for the Tottenham and Man U game later, and then I'm doing the Liverpool and Aston Villa one. That's the last one of the weekend. Until next, I think. Yeah, until next weekend. I'll be doing the championship games, I think, next week. And
I don't know why George Friend's literally pushing to the halfway line.
So I'll stay a bit like 5 minutes, and then I'll head off and get the Man U game sorted out.
Brentford lost 4-2 at home, bloody hell. And everyone was saying they're going to get promoted this season. Hello, John. How you doing, mate?
I mean, Brentford got beat 4-2 off Preston. I mean,
it's been a really poor game.
They were winning 2-0 at half time, but to concede 4 goals in the second half, it's ridiculous. I mean, people thought, Brentford are going to go up this season. Well, maybe they've put pressure on Brentford to get promoted this season. Maybe the pressure is building up in expectations of them. People thinking they're going to go up this season. The players might be under pressure to do well this season, but they got beat again, so they've only got 4 points. So, and if Bristol City and Reading keep winning, then I don't think Brentford even get the automatics this season. So I think Bristol City might even win the league if they keep this performance going. I know it's only early stages, but if they keep playing like they do, I think they will get promoted, but I have to wait and see.
Well, after this finishes, Man United Tottenham games on. I'll be doing more reviews and watching that. So the review will be out after the match. I'll just see back all the time. It does not work. Who's been the poorest player so far? Don't start Crowley or Hogan, have no shot. Don't change it. I know. Just reading out a text message there. But I don't know, like Crowley is one of our.
I don't think I'll do the Tottenham
and he's not starting. He is fit. There's no way that Crowley is not fit.
Still off time, but I might be going in a minute because this game is really boring.
Ahead of Crowley? That's a question that Frank has to put. He needs to answer. Why is that one of them? Who's been up for us? But I'll probably have to say a lot of.
Birmingham just so boring to watch.
Well,
so boring to watch.
Haven't they? George Friend?
Just like all the players, like even the attacking players, just don't want to seem like they want to get up the pitch and try to get the ball in the box and make something happen. They're just all stay at the other end and want to keep defending and make sure that they keep their clean sheet. They don't want to risk getting all the players upfield for Birmingham and then they lose it and then they're expanded at the back, so they're making sure they've got players at the back that so then they don't get expanded. If Stoke City attack, they're there to win the ball and then get it up the field. So it's just Birmingham have got no strategy whatsoever. All they're doing is defending. That's all it is. That's tactics. Is just defend. Just defend. That's it. If you defend and get a clean sheet, brilliant. If you don't score, then well, at least you've got a clean sheet. But I know, but sometimes in games you have to actually attack and score goals. Because say if like Bristol will be like playing Birmingham and Bristol win 2-0 and Birmingham weren't still attacking, they will have to go at Bristol and want to try and score, but they still wouldn't. They would still just try and defend and keep it a low score. That's what Birmingham have always been like, but because of Karanka, it's even worse. Because that's all he is. He's a defensive, tackling minded manager. He's not bothered about, we've top scorers in this top scorers this season. He wants to be, no, we've conceded less goals in all the divisions. That's all he thinks about. That's why he wasn't good in the Premier League for Middlesbrough, because they weren't scoring enough goals. And they have to. If you want to stay in the Premier League, you have to score goals. You can't just defend, and just keep a clean sheet and don't bother attacking. You've got to score in the Premier League if you want to survive. You can't just defend, and you don't want to defend. You don't want to concede a goal. But in the Premier League, you have to. It's opposite. You have to attack. Yeah, you can have, your defence, make sure they're there in case, the other team breaks and goes on the attack. But, you've got, but in the first half today, Birmingham just had all their players at the back, parking the bus, hitting the ball upfield, keep hitting the ball upfield again. They've had no passing. They haven't passed, like got the ball down and passed and, played some good football. All it is got the Birmingham City got the ball, passed it up. Birmingham City got the ball again, passed it upfield to absolute no one, and Stoke City got the ball again and put pressure on them. It's all they've done. It's all they've done all first half. And they will do in the second half, because that's Artur Karanka for you. He will not change the tactics whatsoever. But, that's just what he does. He's always been the same. He doesn't like attacking, he likes defending. That's what he likes. And he'll always be the same. He will never be a different manager. Never be a different manager. It's ridiculous. You've got to, it's nice to have a clean sheet and make sure you don't concede, but you need to have some attacking. You need to attack. You want to score goals. You just don't want to make. They're playing a very, very. Birmingham City are playing a very, very, very. They're keeping it simple. They don't want to take any risks. In football, you have to take risks. Sometimes you have to. Football is all about taking risks, and sometimes it pays off if you take a risk. But Birmingham don't. They keep it simple. They don't take any risks. They clean it out of player upfield. They don't want to pass it in around the box in case they lose it, and then Stoke City score, and that then like clean sheet out of the window. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Where Birmingham City play, it really is. And you might disagree on here, but I might be going off soon. Anyway, yeah, I might be going off in 2 minutes' time anyway, because I can't be being with just Birmingham anymore. It's like basically Birmingham. When Birmingham win that ball, they don't pass it around. Like look for who's on that side, who's in the middle, pass it in the middle, find someone on the wing to like run hit defenders and get it in the box. No, Birmingham don't. They get the ball, Birmingham, they hit it upfield. Safety. That's safety, isn't it? They don't want to play in and around Stoke City in case they lose it, and Stoke City hit them on the break. So it's very, 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 very cautious play from Birmingham. And it doesn't work. It does work, but it's just not nice to watch. It's so boring football, and it was boring football when Middlesbrough were playing when they had Artur Karanka. It was so boring to watch them play. So boring.
unfortunately,
when you're a football fan, you want to see goals.
I don't know,
That's everything in football. You want goals. You don't want to keep saying, "Oh, 0-0, 0-0. This is a boring game. This is a boring game." You want to see goals. It's ridiculous. So I might be good. Right. I'll head off now because I've got to get ready for the 4:30 kickoff. Thanks for joining. Sorry I'm leaving early. Sorry for any inconvenience, but I have to get ready for the next game. Thanks a lot.
I deserve a like for even going through this for like 2 hours, guys. You know, like watching all you guys.